Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your boy, Fabo, with my special guest, Taiwan Taylor. Welcome to the Nosebleed Podcast, Nosebleed Sniper Podcast, excuse me. I'm just ready to get into it. But I think we finally got our technical issues settled. Everything is looking good on my end. So I think we can finally give y'all what y'all want. And first, oh man, first, let me just start off by saying, I think the ghost of Bill O'Brien is still with us. I think the ghost of B.O.B. is still with us, and I can't believe it. I was shooketh. I don't get the whole muscle power game of like I'm gonna run on a 2 yard run. Like everybody knows you're gonna run. How come we don't just come out with the something? Why do we run every time? Why is that our legacy? Like even when we got to that point, I know I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's start. But I'm just saying, why is that the go to a run on a 4th and 3 when you know the oppositions already know what's coming. They smell it. I smelt it at the house. It was just ridiculous. But we'll get there when we get there. I think yeah no I think you're on it. I think you're on it. They didn't even run the rookie. They said rookie, you get one play, you out of there. And I'm like, hey, do you got room in that closet for you? I might have to come in that closet. I might. I man, it's just. I sat there and watched it. We played great for 40 minutes. 40 minutes of greatness. Defense was looking great. Offense was okay, but defense was great for 40 minutes. But then I don't even know. I don't know if the snipers that came for Chris Paul was out there, but the wind just flew out of the stadium. We were up 20-3, and we pulled the Atlanta Falcons and just blew it. Shit at the bed, excuse me, but we just it was terrible. I'm watching this and I'm sitting there and I'm like, we've been here before. It looks so good. 40 minutes of greatness. Even the offense was okay. I'm not saying the offense was the greatest. The offense was okay. The defense, the man, shout out to the defense. But of course, you're gonna get gas with the last 20 left, and it was just sad to see. I get playing for the tie, but I don't know if I like a coach that's just gonna settle for the tie. I I that boy cannot. That speaking of Mills, he has no pocket awareness whatsoever. I didn't see it until I saw it. Like it was terrible. Oh man, it was just hard to watch. Decent, no, yes, in the red zone could be top tier, but we don't get the red zone enough for him to show off that capability. Like, why is Rex Burkhead our RB1 at 33 years old? Why? Where does that make sense? Oh, oh my God. I was there. I sat there and I'm watching it. Like I even prepared. All off season I'm practicing my couch formation. I'm like, do I sit this way? Do I reach for a chip this way? Look at fantasy. I'm practicing. I was ready to go, and then the Texans let me down. I started off my morning just poo poo. Just like we had it in the bag. I was gonna come in here. I was getting my tattoo guy ready. Super Bowl 2023. Let's go. But the 40 minutes came, and my guys just couldn't pull through. And that's because the Colts practically gave it away to us. They were playing the shittiest of all. They were playing bad. Their kicking was terrible. They fired the kicker. They said get him out of here. I had him on my fantasy, so I'm mad about that. But that's another story. And then oh, it's just we had it there. We could have started off great. We could have came into Denver just with confidence out the wazoo. But I just don't get the tie. Like I don't understand what these coaches were thinking because I'm speaking. We'll speak to the coaches later because I also want to get into that Denver coaching debacle, how that situation happened. But just Lovey Smith playing for the tie. I guess you don't want your guys to feel that loss of just like losing it all after being great all game. But man, you got to go through them growing pains. Like you have to let them know, like, look, we played great for 40 minutes we should I would have rather just went for it all and left it on the field. But of course we settled for the tie and it's like okay we tied, but like I didn't like I didn't like the way it started. I don't like the way we started. It just doesn't feel right to me settling after all off season. It was just like Lovey's he's the guy. It's just but he's just for him to settle just makes me kind of sad. Ah man, I'm so mad. And you know me, I'm die hard to the die hards. But I need some space in that closet. You got some space? I need to come in there real quick. Ah, oh man, it's like man, we everything was great. The freaking shout out to Jerry. I think it was Larry Huge or Jerry Huge, on the line, looking like vintage JJ Watt, 30 something years old, going crazy against the Colts. But yeah, it's just sad to see because the defense went out there, played great, played amazing for 40 minutes, of course. But it's just they, yeah. No, and that's what disappoints me the most because I was so high on the offense, but it looks like we're not. We just I don't know. Maybe it's one game. Maybe it's a little high, overreacting. It's just sad, man. I'm hurt. I'm hurt. Hmm. Hmm. And it's just yeah, it's just tough because I feel like we've been on that route for forever now. And it's like, when are we gonna take that next level? It's like, come on, man. I get it. You don't want your guys to feel shitty, feel bad for losing up that lead, but you gotta go through them growing pains. Like you have to feel what that feels like, so you never want to feel that again. So now it's just like, I don't know. It's just tough to watch, but hopefully it's week one. I do like I feel like we have a lot of positives, especially on the defensive side. Like Petrie, Hughes looked great. Petrie was like he looks like he's the guy. Stingley also he was. I don't know why they didn't put him more in man situations because he was doing his thing. So offensively, I mean defensively, we look. Well, I think we're gonna be better than a lot of people expect, which is good. It's just I don't know, man. I don't think I don't want to say Mills is not the answer yet. It's still early. I'm gonna give him about 10 games, but I just feel like he needs to get. He just he like if he needs to get better when the pocket collapses because of course you don't get perfect pocket every time. Nobody gets that, and he's just it's like molasses. It's like that pocket starts breaking. We didn't give up a sack till the fourth quarter. The pocket was the line was holding up great. It's just of course, hey man, people get tired in the pocket. As soon as the pocket collapse, and then you can see Mills' flaws, and I can see it, so I know the NFL can see it. So it's like it's tough to see. I don't get why they ghosted Pierce. I don't understand that situation. It looked like he was getting solid runs. He was at least averaging 4 to 5 yards every carry, but I guess I don't know what happened behind the scenes, but I hope we get Pierce more involved. I do like Howard. I think Howard's gonna be he was like a standout in the red zone especially. Howard's gonna be good. It's just like even Cook. No, true. They no, I'm not gonna lie. They look real off. It was kind of weird. It was kind of like I get it. We like yeah, we played a little above our means, but the Colts look. Our division might be the worst division in the football. I'm not gonna lie. It might be the worst. It might be the worst division. Like because how does no team in our division wins and two teams played each other? Is yeah. So hey, so I'm still optimistic. We could get to the playoffs because our division is that bad. So I'm a little still optimistic there. It's just our division might be pretty trash. So yeah, you know the Colts didn't play the best. It's just that's the other thing that hurts the most is like they were it was prime picking and we just couldn't finish. And that was when they were at their worst and we still couldn't get the job done. So it's just like man, maybe it's another long season. I don't know, man, but I hope not because it's gonna hurt my feelings. Oh man, let me look. Poor. No, well, let me ask you this. Everybody talks about the QBs, and I know you've been an advocate of this, but I think the wide receivers make the difference in the NFL now. I think the skill, like the speed skill guy, like if you don't have your guy, you're not gonna be where you need to be as a quarterback. Mm-hmm. For sure. Mm-hmm. Same. No, yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. He did great last year. He was number one in passing or whatever. It's just it's just it is wild to see. It is wild. I do feel bad for him because I feel like after the whole contract debacle, they said, "Okay, you want to be the guy." Now they took away his number one guy in Cooper. They gave away a lot of linemen. They got rid of, and it's just like you know, it feels like it's purposeful. Like they're like, nah, we can't have you be the guy. And now they're gonna come back and be like, well, we gave him the money, but he ain't putting up the numbers. So now it's just gonna look bad on him. And he's injury prone. This is the what second major injury he had in 2 years, and it's like, maybe it is it for him. Maybe or it's just maybe the Cowboys ain't it for him. Maybe he goes somewhere else. But it's like yeah, Cowboys in a tough spot, and I like the Cowboys. I'm not one of those Cowboy haters. I actually like. I thought they were gonna be pretty good this year. I like CD. I thought CD was gonna take that jump, but it's just hard to be that guy when you have the target on you. It's different, and a lot of people can't handle that pressure. So it's like, and you see it. Like I feel like with this showing out, at least this week one, I feel like that happened a lot. Like a lot of guys that you thought were gonna be that guy, um, was I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they're handling that pressure. It's just week one. I know probably overreacting a little bit, but I think you see a lot of it. Because I could go with saying like even with the Tua and Tyreek situation, if Tua had that arm that they say he has, Tyreek Hill would have had way more touchdowns. There was a lot of balls where it came a little bit short, and Tyreek had to do what Tyreek had to do, which is great to him. It goes out to show you need them number one guys. It's just like maybe some guys are just not cut from that cloth, and it's like you saw it you know, especially with that game, a beat up Patriots team who knows what's gonna be going on with them, and they only scored 20 points. That's with that offense, like you have Waddle out there, Hill. Tua is supposed to be throwing, being the next coming to Dan Marino. It's just it's tough. You saw, I think you saw a lot of eye opening things this week. I feel like people underestimate too the preseason. Did you see the record with a lot of the players that didn't play preseason ball, especially the quarterbacks? I think they were like 3-8. It was like, so it goes to show you you need them reps. But it's week one. We'll learn more in about a month, I would say. But I will say I was just shocked to see how. Well, of course, Dallas is one of my shocking ones. Just damn, Prescott's out again. Who knows what's gonna happen? That probably be an like a dud of a season. But I did see a lot of like, a lot of like, whoa, wow, I'm surprised. Like the Giants impressed me. I was impressed by the Giants. You go in to Tennessee, you stop Henry, who was supposed to run all over you. Barkley looked like he's back to his form. And the coach was yelling at Daniel Jones like, "Hey, get your shit together, dog. Like, hey, Tyrod Taylor's right there. If you don't get it together, you out of here." So I like that. So I feel like the Giants are heading in a good direction. So I'm looking forward to them. And what can we say? I feel like the Bills are probably the best team in the NFL right now. I don't think no one could beat the Bills. Who you gonna stop? You got Diggs, Davis looks like he's gonna be that guy. Um, Josh Allen is just humping people, running them over and humping people. It's crazy over there. But the Rams let me down. I thought the Rams were gonna play better, but I kind of there's another situation of the quarterback didn't play. But Matthew Stafford looks like he might have gave it all he had to give, and it might just be downhill for him. But it was a lot of surprising things to see. What I told you that Detroit was gonna be there. They almost had your Eagles out of there. They almost took them out. No, yeah, no. Jalen was the most accurate quarterback this week, so he might be that dude. Hmm. Hey, they could score. They can't stop nobody. I'll give them that. Hmm. Hmm. Yep, for sure. I can see it. Oh, yeah. Hmm. It was a monsoon. It was raining. Oh no, for sure, for sure. Yeah, yeah. It looked kind of bad. It looked bad. Mhm. Mhm. No, yeah, Miami's always been solid.
terrible and trash because they lost the Dolphins in Miami, I would tell you pump your brakes. Okay, I've been watching a lot of Patriots football over the years. They go to Miami.
I don't know. I think Bill Belichick is washed, man. I think it's it.
It is just my when the Patriots players go to Miami for some reason, it is a different game.
Yeah, I feel
But I
that.
expect the Patriots to bounce back. I mean, I don't expect them to miss a beat. So I just think that was a tough game. They lost. They gonna move on. It's not gonna affect them. But a game that I did want to talk about and get your opinion on the Ravens game.
Whew.
When I boy, that boy came out, he said, let me show you
Let
how
me.
much money you about to pay me." Okay.
Speaking of, I do. It is always hard. It's just always like I don't get the whole like I don't get what the doubters think with Lamar Jackson because he really doesn't have a true wide receiver one, but he always gets the ball where it got to go. So it's like he's great, man. Y'all can say what y'all want to say. He's not a quarterback; he's a running back. But that guy is great. He doesn't even have a true standout stud. Bateman might be the guy, but what
He's
we
accurate.
but yeah, no, when he throws outside the numbers deep, it is it's 100% every time. It's just like so I don't get the doubters. I don't get why. Just pay that man. Pay that man. I will say I'm a little disappointed. Joe Flacco couldn't get no revenge. That's my guy. His first game against Baltimore, but you know what? I'm excited for Lamar. Lamar looks great. It's just man, just pay the guy, man. He's good. He proved that he's good. Like, well, what else does he have to do? He don't have a good wide receiver one. He has Andrews, but Andrews is a tight end at the end of the day. There's no wide receiver, so it's like he's doing that without a solid guy. And look, they keep going this way. He's gonna be in Miami, back home next year. So, and that's on them. Ravens lost their guy. That's on them. So let him go back in the sun, get the good weather, get the girls with the fatties looking at him at the games. It's just hey, y'all lost him. Y'all had a chance. Y'all could have paid him good. Y'all blew it. So I hope. You know what? I kind of hope he don't come back to the Ravens just cause like he shows he every time he shows that I'm gonna get the job done, and they're just like nah, I don't think you're that dude, and it's like, oh, come, whatever. So you know what? Peace. I'm out. But he looked great. You know, they suffered a lot of injuries though. I think they lost their starting lineman for the season and their starting CB. So it's tough, man. Baltimore for some reason always gets injuries.
In week 1 have skyrocketed. I don't know what's going on, but it's a lot of important injuries. TJ Watt's torn pec is
Patero,
something
yeah. Mhm.
really concerned about for that Steelers defense. They always have a solid defense, but they just seem to be so much better when he's out there, and when he's
Mhm.
not, it's a really tough. You know,
That's a big guy to overcome.
right. But also, when I tell you how excited I was when I watched Saquon Barkley
He's
talk
back,
about
baby. He's back.
uh, he is one of my guys. That's
No,
one of
yeah.
the that I'm a huge fan of. He goes to work every single day and he puts out no matter what Daniel Jones does. Daniel Jones is out there knitting okay? Saquon out there winning games,
No,
okay?
yeah.
He's always going to win games. And it's funny because I was talking to my cousin's husband and he showed me his lineup for DraftKings and
Mm.
he was like, he had Henry. And I said, Henry? I said, you ain't gonna put Saquon in there? He was like,
Speaking of, I need to freaking run through my lineup, but I got Henry in there. I'm thinking about
and
benching.
he was like, man, no, Henry's supposed to. I'm like, bro, you gonna miss out. Saquon is about to take it.
Nah, yeah. I had Saquon and he went crazy.
He showed out. So I'm very, very happy for Saquon. He has always played at that level. He is just special. I
Mm-hmm.
hope that this contract he leaves and goes and finds a real, a quarterback
Contender,
that
yeah.
really, utilize his talents.
Mm-hmm.
Um, because he is carrying a load for the Giants that I don't think anybody. I think he's been an elite talent since day one.
For
Since
sure.
day one, he is.
Mm-hmm.
He has caught the ball. He has run the ball. He
He does it
thrown the
all.
ball touchdowns. He is just that good, and so I really appreciate his performance. I was, delighted about that. But the game that we, really put the spotlight on, which I told you the Vikings was going to trounce the Packers.
Hey, like Aaron Rodgers said, it's just week two, it's just week one. We'll be all right.
I don't care. Okay, I knew that that was a trap game. Everybody's like, "Oh, the Packers are gonna go in there." No, they were getting blown out. Okay,
No.
because
Well, I don't. I was a little hesitant because last year the New Orleans blew them out, so I know Rodgers kind of phones it in week one, so I wasn't really too upset. But I will say, it's like I was speaking to earlier, that preseason he didn't show up. He has nothing but rookie guys out there on the receiving end, and he's just. And I get it, he'll figure it out. As Aaron Rodgers, greatest, one of the greatest to do it. It's just you got new guys. You don't, you need. I feel like you got to build that rapport instead of just like he was been trashing. He's just been real. He's been trashing them all. See all when he can, and it's like, well I'm gonna do me or y'all gotta do. It's just this real selfishness I don't like, but it is tough. But hey, they got that hit in the mouth, so that's what they need. Like hopefully that show. Like hopefully Rogers will see. You know what? Let me get focused. And let me stop doing all this shenanigans that I be doing outside the field or talking about my team like that. Cause I get it. You one of the greatest to do it, but relax. You've lost all your NFC Championship games, and you won your only Super Bowl off of who they beat Kaepernick, right?
they beat Ben Roethlisberger with that stupid dark visor thing.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like, come on, my guy. You only got one ring. You
I
don't.
was
You
getting
don't.
angry about that Super Bowl. That was that. I was
I
I
did
was like,
that. I did
like,
that for
what are
you.
we doing? I was
I
getting
put that one
angry.
out there for you on purpose, but
Oh
uh
my god.
but it's like come on, my guy, you gotta do better, treat your guys better. You had a rookie out there that he had the ball, he dropped it, of course. But it's a rookie, man. You should have been out there, had a little off season program with him, and it's just I don't like the way he's going about it, but I think they'll be all right. They'll get it together. They're the Packers. LaFleur is gonna.
Like, I think that the way that he's moved in the last maybe 5 or 6 seasons, he cannot move this way ever.
Yeah, it's been real
He
shit.
has
Yeah.
rookies. They're
Mhm.
too inexperienced. He doesn't have a rapport with any of them. You have to build their confidence. You have to get them to a level
Mhm.
of intelligence. You can't just say, "Okay, get out here and throw, catch these perfect balls." And
Yeah.
and I know that that's your job. You're supposed to just catch the ball.
Yeah.
But it comes with a rapport. Like I know that Tom Brady and Aaron Rodgers are very different people,
Mhm.
but Tom Brady builds a rapport with his receivers. I don't care if he's a first year or the 12th year.
No,
You
for
know,
sure.
start there is a rapport there. You know what I'm saying? There is a it doesn't come off as I'm Tom Brady, like you do what I say. Although it's like he's Tom Brady, do what he says. But it doesn't come off like that. And you can tell even with Julio Jones how connected like Tom Brady was to Julio Jones in the first game.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yep.
and I know that he's a vet, but there is it's a certain level that you have to get to with your receivers. These are people that you're going to be with. These are people you're going to rely on. These are people that have to read your mind.
Mhm.
And I think like because he is, like you said, kind of doing off season, out, off the field stuff, kind of here and there and doing there. There's no way to read his mind.
Yeah.
And I think when a quarterback and a receiver come together, there has to be a meeting of the minds in some way. Derek Carr, and Devontae Adams have to be on the same page. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Tom and Julio. I mean, even he just got there. Tom and Julio got to be on the same page.
Yeah. No, it's
It
important,
has to
man.
be something, there because you can see it with with Tyreek Tua. They
Mhm.
have,
Yeah.
you know, and they have a meeting of the minds where they're able to come together. And I just think that Aaron Rodgers really takes that for granted.
Big
With
time.
his, I'm sorry, I was thinking Rick and Morty joke.
Yeah.
Anyway, he really takes that for granted when it comes to his receivers and the young guys. Is they have to be able, these are some of these are option routes, some of
Mhm.
these are go routes, some of these are comebacks. You have to be able to, read, each other and know,
Mhm.
look at, you've been there for forever,
Yeah.
so you feel differently than him, but he has to kind of say, okay, this is Aaron Rodgers. He's thinking outside shoulder. Let me show him my numbers. Let me get my hands here. Let me show my hand like something. everybody to be on the same page with him. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he seems like he's been, especially lately. Like he said lately, he just feels like he's been on like a real asshole-ish like nature, and it's just like you don't benefit nobody that way. It's like, you just you don't. For me, it's like you don't have that pedigree. Yeah, you're great, but you don't have that pedigree to be treating people like this. So it's like it's tough, but it's just
Well,
week one.
nobody should treat anybody,
Yeah,
like crap. You know what I'm saying? I just think that, it's just, I mean, everybody's not going to be perfect with it, but it is a certain level of respect, that you are going to have with people. And, he just doesn't seem to really care about that. So, but,
yeah, it's real bad.
but speaking of, quarterbacks, I feel like the AFC West I'm sorry. The NFC West is just crazy. Okay. Uh, oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I said it right the first time.
Now the
NFC.
AFC. I was gonna say NFC. Who they got over there?
I'm thinking
Geno
right.
Smith. Hey, I'm on a Geno Smith bandwagon too.
Right. But the AFC West is just crazy. Like, so you have the Broncos, you got the Chargers, you got the Raiders who played each other, and
hmm
then you got the Chiefs that went down and stumped a mud hole in the Cardinals. So
Oh
now
my
you have
god.
to kind of you know get on that page of we can't lose. You can't. There's no. The Broncos can't go lay an egg in Seattle. Like you can't do that. Like you can't have that
That's
kind of
one guy we got to go deeper. That's another game we got to talk deep and get in depth
right,
about.
right.
But
But
first of all, let me go off your
you
point.
can't lay eggs like that
Oh
because
my god.
it's so tough in the AFC West. It's more. It's more. Everybody has a good quarterback. Everybody has a good
Except the Raiders. Derek Carr can't hit them throws. Devontae Adams was like, God
but
damn.
he did good.
Nah, man. Devontae Adams was underthrown so many times. He was like, oh, this ain't Aaron Rodgers.
He,
He was missing Aaron Rodgers, I bet.
give me that guy back.
Yeah.
I mean, Derek Carr is Derek Carr.
Nah, he just needs to play better. He needs to play better.
He's
I,
gonna do some things that are, frustrating. He
yeah.
did hit him, 10. He gave Adams 10 yards, 141 with a touchdown. Okay, so they paying him all that money. So
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was a good game. So
No, true.
that's why he here. Now
But
the
that
three
just goes to the
interceptions,
greatness of Adams.
right? Well, the three interceptions, you can keep that. That was not necessary. That wasn't necessary. But like I said, I love Justin Herbert.
Herbert's the guy.
34, 279. I really love this guy. I really think that he's, gonna be something special in the league. Is getting to the point where he spread the ball around. Okay,
Yeah,
Alfred
no,
one,
anybody, yeah.
Everett had three. Elker had four. Like he's spreading the ball around. It's a thing of beauty. They're really, capable. Like I said, it's just the coach get off the mat. Okay, you
Oh,
got to get
don't get me on these Madden
hey,
coaches. I gotta. Oh man, we're gonna about to get in these coaches real quick. But no, yeah, the Chargers look good. Their defense, man. No, I don't think no one's talking about their defense enough. Mack looks like he's vintage. Khalil Mack. He looks like he's back with Bosa on the other side. You can't double team both of them. So Mack looked like he's got his fire back. And yeah, Herbert. I still gonna call them. I'm still gonna call him the James Harden in the NFL until he shows otherwise. But until he gets to the playoffs and shows me some things, then I'll change my stance. But Herbert looks great because he'll put up the numbers throughout the regular season. But you can't count out my guy Patty Mahomes. His brother out there doing TikToks, but Patty Mahomes is torching the field with no
he don't care
receivers,
about the TikToks.
with no receivers because Juju out there doing TikToks too. So Patty Mahomes is going crazy. So I feel like the Chiefs and the Bills are 1-1 for me, to be honest, in the AFC. So it's gonna
Yes,
be it. It looks
because
gonna.
I think that I've said before, I believe that Patrick's about to win the MVP. 5 touchdowns, no interceptions. Come on. On the
Oh my
road.
God! I was watching that
Okay.
game, and I'm looking at Kyler Murray run like a kid with that stole the remote, and I'm just like, golly, get that boy Mahomes the ball. We don't want to see Kyler Murray running
Golly. And
around.
then he lost his like number one receiver. I mean, 5 touchdowns. He's gonna be the MVP again. I'm excited about it. I think that people are tired of him. They're kind of fatigued about
He's the Steph Curry of the league. I'm gonna call it right now. He's the Steph Curry. He's how Steph Curry was whenever Steph Curry was on his run. Still is. He's just that good. You can't be mad at it. Like Dome, whatever. He's gonna be great.
And
Patty Mahomes. I'm a stand. I'm a stand all the way.
it's so funny to me, like to go back to Aaron Rodgers and to say that I think that one of the attributes that people say they don't say he's the greatest quarterback ever because he's not, but they do say he's the best thrower of the football ever. Now I'm thinking in 4 to 5 years, Patrick Mahomes is going to be the greatest thrower of the football ever because Tom Brady will be the greatest, and
No, yeah.
Patrick will be the greatest thrower of the football. And I really feel like when Aaron Rodgers loses that, you know what I'm saying? It'll be humble. He'll be humble, but it'll be too late by then. He's still
Yeah.
alive. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have to be, you know, you have to treat people a certain way now. You have
Hmm.
to start that now because Patrick Holmes has rapport with some people he don't even know. He don't even know half the people.
Yeah. He just met Juju.
You know what I'm saying? He got killed and that's it. You like you don't even know y'all. Like, but
Hmm.
he has rapport. He's out there throwing, spreading the ball around. You know, it's kind of, it's just it shows. Um, I think Patrick Mahomes and Tom Brady show another level of quarterbacking that Aaron Rodgers
It's just
just
yeah.
he
It's
does not
different.
want to get to. I don't
Hmm.
think that he cares that much to get to that level of quarterbacking. And so, like I said, it's gonna be tight. That's gonna be a tight race, but he's gonna win MVP. I think the Chiefs gonna go out there and
And if he
win.
doesn't win, it's racist.
You said what?
If it doesn't win, it's racist. I don't not. I don't want to see Aaron Rodgers win another MVP. There's racists in there
He should have
somewhere.
won last year, but I don't want to talk about that. I was just like, really?
Oh, all right, so we got that. So speaking of, let's talk about the freaking coaching decisions that we saw. Like you said with the Chargers, he needs to get off the Madden. Like I don't know what he's thinking. Speaking of getting off the Madden, what was the Broncos coach thinking of wasting 30 seconds just to call a timeout when they were pushing the ball? They could have
I
got
did not realize they had 3 timeouts.
they had the
Okay,
whole
so
set.
I went back and watched the
Nah,
video of the play.
man.
Manning Cass,
Yeah.
Harper, the two man.
That's yeah.
Okay,
The whole Peyton Manning was doing this for like a minute.
and it's just like I went back and I said, maybe they didn't have two. I looked down three
Three,
timeouts, three,
three,
three timeouts. Okay,
ridiculous.
you can't draw up a play with a timeout that's gonna get y'all to 5 yards. Like I was blown away by this decision. Now, okay, now if he would, okay, I'll pose this to you. If the kicker makes the kick, okay,
Terrible, terrible.
they win. Do you even care
No,
about this?
because you have because when they started this, there was 50 seconds left. They were on the 50, close to. Um, they were moving the ball. They were getting yards. They for it's like to be honest, it's like Russell's like I can't beat y'all. I'm gonna let y'all win, and he put it on the coach to make that decision. And it's like it doesn't make sense. It's just watching it. I was there like, wait, am I in the freaking different unit? Like, am I in the Lululand? Like, what is going on here? It's like it's like you the Twilight Zone hit me or something because it's like you're there. You were pushing the ball. You could have got to at least the third. You could have got 15 more yards easily, but you stood there fumbling whatever you were thinking about. Maybe he was thinking about what he was gonna eat that night, and he's just laid an egg. And the kicker, he almost made it. Fine, he would have made it. No one would have talked nothing about it. But it was just bad management, coaching. Even it's like with the whole Lovey situation. It's like, well, I don't get it. Well, y'all could have pushed it a little bit. Did hear it like, it just doesn't make sense why you're gonna get to the 50, almost close to, and just stop. Like that doesn't make sense to me.
I tell you, okay, now I know I don't like the Patriots, but as an avid Patriots watcher, okay, in this situation, Bill Belichick always calls 2 plays in the huddle. If you're on third down,
Mm-hmm.
he calls 2 plays, depending on the yardage that you get, which was you were 4th and 5 at this point.
Mm-hmm.
He already has the play called. They're to the line.
Mhm.
That
No, yeah, I know.
on a 2 minute drill
Mhm.
where you are no huddling and rushing to the line. You call that play twice. If I was him, this is my strategy. I'm calling the play back to back. They they are backed off because they don't want to give up the touchdown.
Mhm.
They're backed off. You call that play twice. You go to the
Take
you go to
what the
the line.
defense
You're
gives
tired
you.
of messing up. You do the same play over again. That's 5 yards right there.
Mhm.
And then you call a timeout. Or you call a timeout once he goes down and you realize that you don't have the play right there. Because if once as he is running, as soon as they say boop, you should be in Russell's ear. We doing
Yeah.
30 action,
Mhm.
45, fly
Mhm.
or something. Anything. Because you can't have that many seconds go off and not have a play. I'm just like, what
It
are we
was
doing?
just it was bad. I don't know if it was week one jitters. They said that the Broncos didn't.
Yeah.
They said the Broncos didn't play nobody in the preseason, so it's like I guess you could see it then. But it's like man, it was just bad to see. Just but
It's
shout out
not
to the Seahawks. They
not
did
an excuse
no for sure.
that such an experienced quarterback as Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson is too experienced not to have two plays called in the huddle at all times. Like for
But
the
you know what? I would
first,
say maybe Russ is not the guy. Maybe he is the guy of just I'm gonna listen to the coach. He's not the guy to be like I'm gonna call my own thing. Because if that was like a Mahomes or Brady, they would have been like, "Hey, you're doing this. Don't listen to the coach. Listen to me. We're gonna do this right now."
but
But
see,
Russell was like, "I'm gonna just
not a
wait till the
fair.
coach tells me."
That's not a fair comparison because both of those quarterbacks have offensive coaches. This
True.
guy, I don't even know what position he coaches because all of them was bad. You know what I'm saying? What is your specialty, sir? I mean,
Yeah,
all of them was bad.
it was.
Like,
It was. Yeah. No, it
if
was.
you're an offensive coach, I expect your offense to come out crisp. If you're a
Mhm.
defensive coach, I expect your defense to come out crisp, like the Texans defense. I expect it to come out crisp. If you are a special teams, I expect your special teams to be flawless. Don't come at me with, oh, I'm a defensive coach and your defense is trash. Or, don't come at me when you're an offensive coach and or your play caller is supposed to be an elite offensive, play caller
Yeah.
and you can't call back, you can't call plays in the huddle, two plays in the huddle for Russell Wilson to come up and execute this. If it's 4th and 5, you got it on the pad. If it's 4th and 5, if it's 4th and 10, if it's 4th and 3, you should have
Something.
situational,
Mhm.
things already called in your head. I already know 4th and 5. Okay, I'm gonna run the play back to back because he gained, yards and they in this defense again because they're gonna be in a prevent defense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're gonna give it. It was just it was bad. It was I don't know if it was these new coaches had the jitters. It was just bad to see, but I don't know. Maybe they'll get better at it. How what it was now we're at that part of the show where what we're looking forward to. So how you gonna call the Texans and Broncos? What we looking like? You think the Texans could bounce back? You think the Broncos are gonna go off on us like everybody's predicting? Everybody's saying they're gonna score 30 points, but I'm like they couldn't score 30 points against the Seahawks, so I don't see it because I think our defense is way better than a lot of people think. So with for me, I say I have the. I hope the Texans play better. I hope Mills watched film and he's like, you know what, I do need to get better in the pocket because I think our defense is gonna be good. I think it's gonna be good enough. I think you know I don't I don't I just don't think it's like I don't think Denver like I've been saying I don't think Denver's as good as people have been thinking they are gonna be. Like even you saw Judy out there dropping some passes. If that was Metcalf or Lockett, it would have been it would have been a for sure thing. He didn't even go to Sutton at all, so it's like I don't think Denver is where it's at. So I think we could go in there and steal that game. But if we end with another tie, I'm out. I'm gonna have to break in that door, jump in that closet, which in with you. But
Let
how
me.
you feeling? How we looking?
I actually have the Broncos winning the game, and I'm gonna tell you 3 reasons why the Broncos lost the game.
Hmm.
Okay, Russell Wilson returned to Seattle. That's gonna be emotional. Okay,
No,
I'm
for
gonna.
sure, for sure.
That's home. He been there, and they booing him and all that. Okay,
Hey, you know the 12 wasn't playing.
he really connects to people, and that stadium is loud. Okay, I
No,
know that
yeah.
he played there for his entire career, but that stadium is the loudest stadium.
And he's never been on the opposite side of it. He's always been on the other side.
It is just loud. It's
Hmm.
generally it's on the water. I mean, it's just a lot going on in that city.
Mm-hmm.
Coach is gonna be on his play calling. Judy's not gonna he's not gonna drop that many passes. Like it's not gonna be a thing. Um, and I really feel like of course, Mile High. I know people underestimate
The altitude, no, you're right.
altitude, but that it is a tough, 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 tough place to play. So I'm just gonna say that I like Texas to do. They're gonna do decent. They're gonna be. I think that they'll run the rookie.
They
Run
need
the
to
rookie.
cowbell him, man. Come on, give that man the reins. I don't want to see
And
Burkhead at all.
the defense is gonna be just a little better
Mm-hmm.
because they weren't terrible. They was bad, but they weren't terrible. So
Hey,
I
as long
think
as they don't score, it's all that matters.
I think that in combination with that, I think that the Broncos will win. So I'm gonna say about maybe like 30-17 because I mean it really has to be
I feel
for
that.
me. It has to be for Russell Wilson. He has to come out and prove himself after laying the egg. I don't like I said I don't blame him for losing. But
Yeah.
the media is on him right now. The media is on him.
No,
So
he
I
looked. You know, he looked okay. He didn't look the best, but yeah, you could tell the coming home, the homecoming was a lot for him to take. You could see it. So, well,
Broncos.
for me, I'm gonna give you my top three games of the week. I do like the Chargers and Mahomes tomorrow. I think Patty. I don't know, man. I like Patty, man. I like Patty a lot. I don't think you could beat Patty, even though Herbert and the Chargers are back. The Chargers defense, if they if Mac is looking like Mac, then I'll go Chargers 30-24. But if not, I got Mahomes throwing another 5 touchdowns. I think Mahomes is just like you said. He's on that energy. Is just that dude. I'm on that wavelength. I'm gonna just go through the season crazy. So I'm going the Chiefs. Another standout game for me is gonna be I do like I am a fan of the Giants now, so I want to see the Giants of Carolina, see Barkley go out there do his thing. I think look, I was looking at the Giants schedule. They got prime time next week against Dallas. If they beat Carolina, they could probably start off a little undefeated. I know it's early, but they could start off looking nice. And so I like the Giants. That's another one I'm looking forward to next week. And my last game I like a lot is going to be of course, I'm a fan of Detroit. Detroit, Washington. Carson Wentz is the second coming of Carson Wentz. He's looking crazy out there. And then, like I said, Detroit they can't stop nobody, but they can score. So I think it's another 30-30 game. I got Detroit winning that one. I think they could pull it off. I don't know if I think that's just gonna be one of those games. It's just high scoring. Nobody knows why, but it's gonna be good. So those are my three games I'm looking forward to this week. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm excited for tomorrow. I'm glad I can't wait. Thursdays through Monday you get football, so I'm hyped for that.
So I don't even have that I like. I mean, I have one,
Uh
which
huh.
is Texas Broncos. That's going to be a
That's the
game
one you're
that
looking forward to. I feel that.
I really am looking forward to that. Of course, Chiefs Chargers, and I don't really have three. But if I was forced to pick
What
one,
about your Eagles? You don't like how they looking? I think they got
my
a good.
Vikings. Okay, let's like they beat the Packers, but let's pump the
The
brakes. Okay, we're
I don't know
gonna
that.
get in. Okay.
I don't know, man. The Vikings got an offensive guy back there. You got Justin Jefferson, grittying all over everybody. Even Kirk Cousins
The
grittying.
quarterback again? What's the quarterback of the
Go
year?
look at Kirk Cousins' stats. He's been killing it. People like to make fun of him, but he's been doing the damn thing.
He's good. I can't lie to you. I
Hmm
do like
He's
Kirk
solid.
Cousins.
He's a solid dude.
I like him sometimes in divisional games. I do not like him in
Outside,
non-divisional road games.
I feel
He
that.
is
I feel that.
good.
Hi. Oh well, then. Well, let me ask you about this. How you feel about my guy Jameis Wemus?
Oh
He,
man.
he
Um,
the funniest guy in the NFL. That's my guy.
the Saints the Saints. Well, that is going to be an interesting game. If you want to pick, number three, the Bucks Saints are going to be interesting only because the Saints have the Bucks number. But I think
It's like your New England and Miami thing. Just the Bucks always have a tough time with New Orleans.
right. But the whole thing about that is Sean Payton's not there anymore. So
They
when you
did
first
start slow against Atlanta, but they picked it up. They ended up pulling it off.
Well, I I can't gauge. I can't gauge certain teams on certain teams, but the Bucks Saints is going to be very interesting um, to see if they can still maintain that hold they have over the Bucks and Tom Brady without Sean Payton.
What little quick fire. What about Rams and Atlanta? You think the Rams bounce back against ATL? Or you think ATL pulls one off?
Well, the Rams are going to be at home against the Falcons, so I'm gonna say yes.
What about Las Vegas and Arizona? How you looking there?
That's going to be interesting. Now, that's a game that's more, same level to me. You got two quarterbacks that they are good but not great.
Well, did you know that Kyler Murray is 0 and 500 when it's Call of Duty double experience weekend, and that happens to be this weekend. So you know he's gonna be on that Xbox playing some Call of Duty.
Look, I don't know what he got to do. But he got to do better than last week, okay? And so I think that it's you got quarterbacks good, not great.
Hmm.
You have elite receivers on both sides. You have good defense. The Raiders had a couple interceptions. I don't I can't. That's a coin toss game to me.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna say that the Raiders win only because it's a home game.
Hmm.
Only and only because I think Kyler Murray is unraveling before our eyes, and I am very very disappointed.
It
I
happens,
thought
man.
that it would be better.
It's the coach. I don't think Clinsbury takes it serious as we think.
You think Cliff? You think it's Cliff? I think it's
If
Cliff.
you look at his track record, Cliff does well, and then he doesn't make adjustments, and then he just stays the same, thinking it's gonna work, and that's why if you look at his track record, his records start off great, but they peter off because he doesn't change nothing. He just I'm gonna just keep throwing it at the wall, and it's working. I'm gonna do it, but it doesn't work. You gotta make adjustments.
I think it's because he has a limited quarterback, and
Mm-hmm.
I think that we don't put enough blame at Kyler's feet for the things that go wrong with that team. And
No, yeah,
I,
you could be right. You could be right.
I mean, but both can be true. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying you wrong, and I know you're
Yeah.
not saying I'm wrong. We just saying like
No, yeah, it could be a lot of things. Okay, last but not least, do you have New England? I know you're a New England fan. Do you have them bouncing back against Pittsburgh?
well, I'm a Tom Brady fan, so no, I do not.
That's what I like to
But
hear.
having watched a lot of Patriots football,
Hmm.
I'm gonna say, with TJ Watt being out, that's a bad look for the
You
Steelers.
don't think Trubisky's the second coming of what's that guy's name from Fox? Damn, forgot his name. The quarterback,
Oh, you talking about Terry Bradshaw?
Cherry Bradshaw.
Terry
You don't
Bradshaw.
think much Trubisky's the second coming of Bradshaw?
I think that the TJ Watt going out, that's
No,
terrible for him.
That's big. That's big.
And Bill Belichick is gonna attack your weakness. So whoever is out, that's where he's gonna go. It's gonna be a lot of power runs. Gonna be a lot of option routes over the middle for the running backs. It's gonna be a lot of that. So I think that the Patriots go in and they beat the Steelers. But what do you think about that one?
I'm going with the Patriots. I don't think New England is. I think New England is. I think that's it. I think the dynasty is done, man. I think Belichick is. He don't got it no more. Mac Jones is not the guy. They don't got us. They don't got no. They don't got nothing. Their RB, their running back game is supposed to be it, but they didn't show out. So I don't know. I think it's it, man. I think we're seeing the end of an era. I think the Patriots are. I think it's it. I think they had their run. I think it's time to just start anew. I don't think they got it. So I'm gonna go Pittsburgh. I do like Trubisky. I like what they got going on over there. I think they're just gonna get better. And yeah, I got Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh winning that one easily. To be honest, I think they're gonna even if it's a home game for them. So I think Pittsburgh is. I think yeah, Pittsburgh might be more better than a lot of people think. Like I was telling you, the Pittsburgh Steelers they'll rebuild in front of your eyes, and next thing you know, they're in the Super Bowl. So it's like it's
Well,
a
I mean, and then let's just for fun.
Jets Browns. Is Wilson playing? Is he coming back? Or is he still out?
I don't think he's back yet.
Ah man. Well, if Jets Browns, I'll say 24-17 Browns. I don't think Jets have enough firepower with Flacco. But I do like the Jets. If Wilson was there, I would have had Wilson. I mean, I would have had a different outcome. But yeah, I don't think Flacco's got it in the tank no more. I think he's he's on that ladder at the end of the ladder, hanging on a thread. He's just there because Wilson's out. But last game, Monday Night Football, Bills, Tennessee. You think Tennessee's gonna rebound, or you think it's over for them?
The Bills about to mollywop them.
Yeah, I think the Bills are just too good, man.
And the only way it would be a contest is if Derrick Henry's knee and legs just they became 20 years younger. He just was
Yeah.
out there just churning it out. You know, I mean, it's not a it's obvious that
Mhm.
is still recovering.
Yeah.
Unlike Saquon, who has
Looks
just
good. Been he
the
had a year off pretty much, And we always talk about that year, a couple years off of like, we see it in the NBA when them players get that year off, it makes dividends, man. It makes a huge difference. So,
it does.
so
And so I'm just gonna say that the Bills they are an elite team. And I know I give you a lot of crap about the Bills, but they are.
nah, they're good.
And Josh is an elite quarterback, but I just feel like they are elite too. You know what I'm saying? That means they're not elite.
I don't. Yeah, yeah. No, I can see it though. Like I said, Chiefs, Bills are right there, 1 and 2 for me. 1 and 2 for me. But I think that's it, man. I think we got everything we needed to get out. Unless you got anything in the tuck, I think we can call it there. And we had no issues. Everything looked good all the way through. So I think we finally got one.
All right.
But yeah, man, it's been a good. I can't wait. Week 2, it's been fun. We'll see. We'll come back. Hopefully, either we hit or miss. Hopefully, we made the right calls, and hopefully the Texans look better. That's all I need. The Texans to look better, please. But anyways, thank y'all for joining us. It's your boy, Fabo, Taiwan Taylor. This is the Nosebleed Snipers. See y'all next week. Peace.